Once upon a time, there was a poor man who had 4 sons. When his children had grown up, he told them, "Dear children, now you should travel the world, go to a foreign land to learn a profession to make a living for yourself, father." Poor people have nothing for their children. The 4 children held traveling sticks, said goodbye to their beloved father, and then set off together. After walking for a while, they came to an intersection with many different directions. They stopped. The eldest brother said, "Now he is parting ways, each going his own way. 4 years from now, on this same day we will meet here. During that time each of us learns a profession to earn a living." Livelihood. Having finished speaking, everyone went their separate ways. The eldest brother met a man who asked him where he was going and what he was doing. He answered, "I want to learn a profession." The other person invited, "Then follow me and you will be good at stealing." He replied, "No, that job is not an honest job. The end of that job is being hanged." The other man said, "Well, you Don and number 39 have to be afraid of being hanged. I and number 39 am not teaching you to do dishonest things, but just teaching you how to get things that no one else can get to help everyone." Hearing this, the guy agreed to follow. The second brother also met a man who asked him what profession he wanted to learn in this world. He answered, "I Don and number 39 know what profession to learn." The other person said, "Then come with me. In the future you will become an astronomer. There is no better job in this world." Nothing escapes the astronomer and number 39's eyes. He found it interesting to learn that profession, so he followed it and became such a talented astronomer that after he finished his studies, he said goodbye to the teacher and left. The teacher gave him a telescope and said, "With a telescope, behold, you can see everything that happens in heaven and on earth. Nothing escapes your eyes." There was a hunter who agreed to teach his third brother how to hunt. He taught him all the tricks of hunting and trained him to become a marksman. During the farewell ceremony, the teacher gave him a gun and said, "This gun is impeccable. If you aim the gun, it will hit you every time." The youngest brother also met a man. He asked him, "Do you like to learn tailoring?" He replied, "Sitting cross-legged from morning to afternoon, holding a sewing needle, sewing, mending, and ironing clothes. I Don and number 39 know if I can remember to do those things." The man said, "It and number 39 not what you say and think. You will learn from me the tailoring profession that is different from other places, a tailoring profession that is elegant, prosperous and somewhat honorable." He thought it was good, so he followed the apprentice until he got there. During the farewell, the teacher gave him a needle and said, "With this needle you can sew everything in this world, as soft as eggs, as hard as steel. You can sew them all. The stitches are so tight that can and number 39 recognize it anymore." Exactly 4 years passed. The 4 brothers met again at the old intersection, hugged and kissed each other passionately, and then returned home together to meet their father. The father happily asked, "Well, what wind brought you back?" The children told their father everything that happened to them and they learned the profession they loved. At that time, the father and son were sitting in front of the house, under an old tree. The father said, "Now I want to test your skills, see what you know how to do." He raised his eyes and told his second son, "Between 2 branches on top of that tree there is a starling nest. Can you tell me how many eggs are in the nest?" The astronomer took out his telescope, stood up, looked up and said, "There are 5 eggs in total." The father said to his eldest son, "Try climbing up to get the eggs," but the mother bird while incubating lost the eggs without even realizing it. The guy deftly climbed up and took the 5 eggs that were incubating under the mother bird and number 39's belly. He took them so gently and skillfully that the mother bird, without even realizing it, just lay still and continued to incubate. He climbed down and gave the eggs to his father. He took the eggs and placed one in each corner of the table. The 5th egg was placed in the center of the table. He told the marksman, "I dare you to shoot one shot and puncture all 5 eggs." The marksman loaded the bullets and fired. With just one shot all 5 eggs were broken in half. It and number 39's true that he has the talent to fire bullets at random. The father told his 4th son, "Now it and number 39's your turn." The baby sews the eggshell and the baby bird inside the egg back together as before, but the bird fetus in the egg is not affected at all. The tailor took out a needle and sewed, sewing just as his father had told him. After sewing the eggs, the eldest son skillfully climbed the tree, placed the eggs in the nest under the mother bird and number 39's belly, and the mother bird still did not know. The mother bird incubated for a few days and the eggs hatched. All 5 birds had a red cavity on their neck due to the tailor and number 39's stitches. The father told his children, "I am very happy for you. You have learned to take advantage of your time and learn useful professions. I cannot say which of the 4 children is the most talented. Surely soon you will have the opportunity to practice your profession to help people." Not long after, there was a stir throughout the country because the princess had been taken by a dragon to an unknown destination. The king and number 39's father worried day and night, promising to reward anyone who could save the princess. The 4 brothers said to each other, "Maybe this is a good opportunity for us to use our talents to help the world." Then the 4 brothers left together to free the princess. The astronomer said, "I will immediately know where the princess is." He shined his telescope and said, "I saw her. She was far away, sitting on a rock in the middle of the sea, next to a dragon guarding her." He went to the king and asked for a boat so that the 4 brothers could cross the sea to get to the rock. The princess was sitting, and the dragon was sleeping, his head in her lap. The marksman said, "I Don and number 39's dare shoot. Afraid the bullet will go through the dragon and number 39's body and hit the princess." The eldest brother said, "Let me try my luck and see if I have any luck." Then he crawled closer and stole the princess away so gently and skillfully that the monster was still snoring without even realizing it. The brothers were delighted, quickly put her on the boat and sailed out to sea. The dragon woke up and could *39's find the princess. He chased after the boat, his mouth spitting fiercely. When he caught up with the boat and was about to ram it down, the good man put bullets in his gun. He raised the gun and shot the dragon right in the heart. Object: the dead monster fell down, but it was big and heavy and fell onto the boat, causing the boat to break into pieces. Everyone quickly clung to the floating planks and swam on the vast ocean surface. The situation is difficult to resolve. But the diligent tailor went and took out his magic needle, quickly sewed the bottom planks of the boat together, then sat on it and picked up the other pieces of the boat to sew on. He sewed so well that in just a moment there was a whole boat that could sail, and they returned home safe and sound. The king and his father were very happy to see their daughter again. The king said to the other 4 brothers, "Saving lives is a blessing from heaven and sea. I should have married my daughter to one of the 4 of you. But everyone is talented. I Don and number 39 know who to give credit to. Now I give you a piece of land to do business, are you willing?" The 4 brothers all felt satisfied. Having been given a good piece of land, the 4 brothers welcomed their father to work together to do business. Life is warm and happy. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.